G'day, Beavers, it's the Ace of Beavers, and today, welcome to the Beaver Army Weapons Development Program, Modern Warfare 2 Edition. Alright, so I've played the shit out of this game, and I have built myself some very interesting weapons, and I would love to share them with you guys. Kick things off. Let's start with my M4s. This is my custom AR-15, because that's what my actual build for all of them is named after what the gun really is. So the M4 in this game is not an M4, it is a hybrid of AR-15 parts, mainly taken from TIG. But alright, kicking it off, we're going to this Harbinger D20 compressor, tuned for these settings. So you have, this is where we have suppression, better damage range, and better velocity. You're going to rock the VX Pineapple grip. This is going to give you better control and also allow you to be more flexible in close range engagements. The FSS OLEV laser for superior ADS speed and target acquisition. The hybrid firepoint optic is for, again, for flexibility. This M4 is built for flexibility, being able to engage targets at close and medium range. P80 strike stock, again for superior ADS speed. Clap. It can very reliably target at medium range. At that longer range, you might use firing with some more controlled bursts. But yeah, this is a very, very good weapon. This is one of my drunk guns. This is a gun that I made kind of as a joke. I have no idea what I was doing here. And I think I started with a shotgun and said, yeah, F it. Let's put some other random shit. Again, okay. Again, we can't really hit those targets at medium range. Yeah, it does the job, I think. M4s. Next up, let's go to the Scar L. Moto heavy muzzle brake. This way you have zero side-to-side recoil. It's all vertical. You're gonna see that in a moment. Hell screen 40mm, aka the EGLM. Flex so you can take out more reinforced positions. The X10 Angel 40 optic because it's cool. The Cardinal stock for superior target. Add some speed to this thing. And the FSS combat grip. Help you control recoil. No, this gun is not vertical recoil is quite easy. Hey guys, these aren't like meta builds, these are just work for me. Up my AK-103. This one I went for sort of a medium range build. FTAC gripper 56 grip for control. The IG K34 106mm barrel to allow you to hunt those targets even the furthest of range. The FSS OLEV laser to add some speed to this build. The VLK 4.0 optic so you can reliably see targets. And the Marquis R7 stock again to add some more speed to this. That's a 7.62 by 39. And every year is a pretty solid build. Next one was inspired by my buddy Steven. Let's see. Muzzle brake, classic AK parts, laser sight, and 40 round mag. Done here. Next one is inspired by, the cartels, making some crazy shit. This one's got a bit more violence, but you can still hit targets at long range. Also has a grenade launcher because it's fun. Up. Lockwood 506 AK, the HK93A4. You're gonna be seeing HK90 a lot because that's what these are. They're not MP5s and G3s. They're HK90 series due to the fact that they have a side button mag release like ARs versus a thumb pad mag release like the regular one. But yeah, the 15.9-inch barrel for to have all the range and all the recoil control bullet velocity you could ever need. VX pineapple grip again to help with recoil. FSS OLEV laser to add some speed, fix this build a bit. DSC hollow therm so you could always see your target, and the LMK64 grip again give you some speed. Great mid-range, still hunt at that longer ranges. .556 by 45mm NATO. Next up, my AUG A3, the Bruin Turco integral suppressed barrel. I thought that would be interesting. The 1mm quick fire laser, so that way you have some better ADS speed, but they still can't see you. Luca can has 4x optic because it's an AUG scope and it looks dope. Bruin HCR 56 stock for superior recoil control, and the FTAC 11 riser to add some more speed back to this build. Targets at any range with this thing. Might have the fastest ADS speed, but you've got pretty good recoil control, and you can pretty reliably hunt targets at almost any distance. 556. Except the M16, which is actually not an M16A4, it's supposed to be actually an M16A3 due to the low receiver, but we're gonna rock with it. The Dark KX30 for a superior recoil control as well as muzzle flash concealment, so that way you can always see your target. The SPW 40mm M203 grenade launcher, because we're going for that classic M16 look. The 45 round mag, so that way you don't have to worry about ammunition as much. The Corio LAZ44 V3, so you've got some better AS. And the Sakin ZZ grip for superior recoil control. 556 with 11mm NATO. About one burst at this closer range, 2 bursts at the medium range, and about 3 bursts at that longer range. And you have a grenade launcher to deal with enemy utility, grouped up enemies, bases, points, etc. There we go. Yeah, there's separate inspections for. And then we have an actual genuine M4 here. It's actually an M4A1, technically it's in the lower receiver, but I'm running it. And this thing actually runs really well. We've got 5.56 overpressured munitions. This way your targets can't keep up with you. Lockwood Precision 40 for superior recoil control. The 14-inch carbon inch RAAL for that superior recoil control. Canton Vibro Dot, because that's interesting. And the Assault 60 stock for some better speed. Genuine M4. I had a lot of fun with it when I chopper gun the first time I cracked this thing out. This is much so a closer build, allowing you to take targets very quickly and very flexibly. Actually, I don't have one of them because I like the Recon. Actually, we've got AK-74M. Dark KX-30 for that way you don't have to deal with muzzle flash and better recoil control. The Kastov for a 6-barrel for superior damage range of bullet velocity. Monocle CT90 for a clean sight picture. The FTAC Elite stock for that better recoil control. And the TrueTech grip to keep you up to speed. This gun's base is actually, I'm pretty sure, an AK-105, but with this barrel clip, it turns into an AK-74M. I don't know why it doesn't look as it's really necessary for this, but it's still cool. The Chimera, which is a Honey Badger, an M30 and SIG MCX hybrid. Commands a foregrip for that superior recoil control. 300 blackout armor piercings that will be ripping through targets, even if they're hiding behind things, and allows you to have more flexibility to take out enemy utility. VOK laser 7 milliwatt for that superior ADS speed. The Slimline Pro for the cleanest of sight pictures, and the D37 grip to help with that recoil control. This is a close range powerhouse. And it's not going to do well at the medium range. At close range, it will tear targets apart. Going for you with a honey badge. Next up, the ISO Hemlock, aka the APC 556, or in my case, an APC 300, because we're rocking this thing in 300 blackout. Rifle 121 barrel for that suppression and recoil control. I like my nervous suppressor, you can't tell. The FTAC Tiger grip for better stability and recoil stabilization. 300 blackout for the added consistency. The OLED V laser for getting some more speed, and the SC battle optic for a much cleaner sight picture. Hunt targets almost any range reliably. Very high. It's gonna struggle at that longer range, but it can still rock almost any. That's all my ARs. Let's rock into battle rifles. First up, the HK91. I try to keep this thing looking like a G3 as much as a pull fire as suppressor for all those fun stats right there on the left for recoil, bullet velocity, damage range, and keeping your stuff quiet. The FSS OLED V laser to add some speed to this build. The Forge TAC Delta 4 so that way you can hunt targets at medium and longer ranges reliably. The recoil stock for you get recoil, and the LMK64 grip for that better ADS speed. 20 rounds to 760 by 51mm NATO. You have to kind of be a bit patient with this one. Higher pressure recoil. You can absolutely spam this thing still. But if you're willing to take your time and pace your shots, you have a much nicer time with this thing. This gun might not be for everyone, but it's a fun one. Welcome again to another drunk gun. This is the Ripper. Block strike barrel, 50 round drum, mini dot. This G79 stock and a Lachmann TG10. I think I was making a pocket machine gun here. The drunk I made is the gun that I made completely unmedicated, and I have no idea what I'm thinking. So yeah, this was not the best gun I've built, but like, I don't know, man. It might be for one of y'all. Next up, the SF-14 aka SOCOM 16M1A. The 8-point flash hider, so that way you don't really have to deal with muzzle flash. The FSS OLED V laser for superior target acquisition. the 7.62 incendiary because it's funny, 50 round drum, and this sleeve set we have all of the ammo. This gun is, you need munitions, it's got you covered. Spam the absolute shit out of this thing. And even right now, you kind of can't see him like at all. Whatever, this is still an absolute fun gun. And running full auto. If you're that crazy SOB running this thing, you're in full auto. You'll have fun with this one. Trust me. Except the TAQ-V, aka the Scar H. SA level 55 for that superior control. Lockwood Precision 40 grip. We're getting more control. Right now we're going all into recoil control, so you can control this piece. The hybrid sight for flexibility, and the OLED V laser. If I forget to show off, you know, like a weapons tuning or something, please tell me and I will get that to you guys. It's a very violent recoil. Right, and you'll probably actually have to resort to tap firing these longer distances, but this does give you the option to hunt it. That was only a 20 round mag. Control this build. Rounds of 7.62 51mm NATO. Next step. Actually, wait. Oh, well, almost missed one. A hammer based off the Scar hammer. Lock shot KT85 for superior recoil control. Bipod V9 for recoil control and having a bipod. The 18-inch precision barrel for all that range you could ever need. The SC SR07 for a quick sight picture. Why am I getting so many dang notifications right now? Basically, you have a light machine gun here. And you better use something like a dang light machine gun. That's just fun right there. 50 rounds of 7.62 51mm NATO. We have a beast right here. Next up, the FTAC Recon, aka an MKW-15 Anvil, and the very powerful 458 SOCOM rounds. We got the FTAC Dreadnought for sound suppression and that bullet velocity. Commando foregrip to help stabilize your shots. The 419mm EXF barrel so you can hunt targets at the longest of ranges. The area's clear shot so you can be flexible in that long and in close range. And the Port CR90 grip so we are always stable. This thing might be slower, but dang well, it's gonna put rounds on target. One to two shots at practically any range. This thing is a beast right here. 458 SOCOM, which you have 10 rounds of. Right, that's our battle rifles. Stock submachine guns. The Bell 46, aka the MP7A2. We're rocking that Schleger RVB for that longest of damage range. Schleger Tango for some better hip fire. The SV Tackleizer for get better hip fire. The Corvus SL76 for a nice clean sight picture. And the Schleger Soldier to add some speed to this thing. I'll hunt targets at close to medium range. Long range are going to struggle with this. Cap fire. Got some alright hip fire, so if you pack it ready with your ADS. This thing you get 40 rounds of 4.6 by 30 millimeter. This is another one of the stupid guns I've made. This is block. I turned it into a block. Tiger, the 4.6 armor piercing, even though technically already is an armor piercing cartridge. 50 round mag. Yeah. Oh, I forget. I don't even remember this thing. Yeah. I don't know what I was doing here. I made something stupid, and that's it. Next up, we're talking MX-9, aka the Para-AUG. You got that 16.5-inch barrel, so you can hunt targets at the longest of ranges for this thing. The VLK laser for that superior target, superior ADS speed. 9mm subsonic overpressured rounds, so that way they have no idea where you're killing their friends, and they've got target flinch. 32 round mag, because you freaking need to run the thing, and the DF-105 a reflex sight for a very clean sight picture. Like at all, I'll hunt targets at practically any range for you. In and rack the bolt. Sounds of that subsonic overpressure munitions. I have no idea how you have subsonic overpressured rounds. That doesn't work. That cancels it out. Alright, next is the Lachmann Sub, which is not an MP5. It is an HK94A3, just like in Die Hard. Yeah. We have the SA Shell Damper 99 suppressor. This gives you that better bullet velocity and recoil control. The Lockwood Precision 40 for the better hip fire. The 40 round magazine, so you never have to worry about running out of ammo. The VLK laser for that superior ADS speed, and the DF-105 reflex sight. Even though this gun array is pretty clean, if you don't feel like running that, you can run probably the Lachmann TG10 grip, or maybe rock some rock some overpressure rounds if you're with the iron sights. But I felt like slapping an optic on this baby. Rounds, 9x9 Parabellum. Very little recoil. It really just kind of shuffles side to side. Things likely hip fire at that range, but closer range, hip fire. Next up we have Kurz, aka an MP5K. This is all speed. Everything went into speed, and then with tuning I tried to fix it so it wasn't awful. Yeah, you only have 15 rounds here, but trust me, you're going fast. This gun is just speed. That's it. The Vassive 9K, aka the Vityaz submachine gun. We got the Singard MKV for that superior damage range, bullet velocity, and so that way you're off their radars. The KAS 1381mm, that way you're hunting targets at longer ranges more reliably. The Operator foregrip for that superior hip fire capability, so you can get caught with your pants down. Monocle CT90 for a very clean sight picture, and the Marquis R7 stock to again add even more speed to this thing. .30 rounds of 9x19 Parabellum. It just kind of bounces around. So you'll be able to take targets at close and medium range very reliably. Longer range you might struggle with. But yeah, you have a kind of a powerhouse right here. Next up, the FSS Hurricane, aka an AR-57. You got this FSS X7 for that integral suppression. So yeah, you're staying off their radar. The Precision 40 grip for superior, and the 1mW laser box for that way you got that superior hip fire accuracy. The SC Mini TAQ-V for a very clean sight picture, and the Demo Quicksilver stock to give this build even more speed. Technically, this thing should have a side charging handle instead of a regular AR. It works. It's odd. It's a very odd little package, but it'll get the job done. That one for the Bas-P, we've got. Let's kick off with an MPX-SD. The 10.5 Bruin Typhoon for that integral suppression. As you've got that better bullet velocity and damage range. The VX Pineapple for better hip fire and recoil control. The AIM-OP V4 for a very nice sight picture, probably one of the best. The Ravage 10 stock for that better stability and recoil control, and the Bruin Flash Grip for some extra speed. 30 rounds of 9x19 Parabellum. Very nice pack. We've got two more MPXs for you. First one is MPX Carbine. So we got the Sync-Card Mk2 for superior damage range, bullet velocity. 12-inch barrel where we get superior damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. The Corio RAX Pro for a nice clean sight picture. The Bruin Flash Stock to add some speed, and the Flash Grip to add some extra speed. So this way it balances out the heavy front. And I got one last MPX for y'all. And then just the sprayer, which is exactly what this gun is. You've got the 4-inch Thunderfire for speed, and the BR Stockless again for speed. You get the Point G3P04 for to add some even more speed and hip fire accuracy. The 50-round drum so you can spray your arcs, and the frangible rounds to just F them up. So who doesn't love, you know, rip rounds, because that's what these are. Assuming you're gonna run around a corner with quite a guy, spray him down. And sprayer. I would not ADS with this gun. You're gonna see why in a moment. I cannot control it. I am trying my hardest here. So this is something you're gonna be exclusively hip firing, but you have all the speed in the world to back up your very aggressive day. Except the PDSW 528 AK, an FNP90 tactical rail. I have a nice about the 18.75 Cloak 90 barrel with that integral suppressor, so that way you're staying off that radar. The Hip Shot L20 to add some extra flexibility. The SC Hollow Therm, so you can always see your target no matter where they're hiding. The Bruin Q900 grip for that better ADS speed, and the TAQ-V for getting even more ADS speed. .50 rounds of 5.7 by 28 millimeter. Very low recoil. Might struggle at hitting, killing targets at long range because it does tend to bounce around a bit at that range. And you know it's 5.7, and then this gun so it's going to tickle that range. Very, very tight hip fire accuracy. Too much into just being hip fire. Next up, we've got Fennec 45 AK of Vector. Even though this Vector actually wouldn't work because there's not enough space behind the magwell to fit the Super V recoil system to fight the recoil, so the gun wouldn't work. We got the Forge Tech Ninja Barrel, so that way you're off the radar and you can hunt targets at the longer ranges. The FTAC Tiger Grip for that superior recoil control. The 45 round drum because you freaking need this thing. The Monocle CT90 for a very nice sight picture, and the FTAC Loctite stock for that better ADS speed. 45 rounds of 45 ACP. Right. So you'll absolutely burn targets down at medium, at close, and sometimes even medium. Long range, that's you can do it, but that's not really what this gun's built for. But it'll get the job done. And then we have the SBR. It is a short barreled rifle. You have the Sync-Card Mk2 for that superior damage range and bullet velocity. The 16.5-inch barrel for, again, that bullet velocity and damage range. The double tap mod because you're basically turning this thing into a DMR. This thermal sight because it's funny, and the bullfighter for the extra aiming stability. Again, this is a gun that I was cognizant in making, but I knew I was making a stupid gun. Not exactly the best thing in the world. It is a joke gun. This is something that like, you want to run a dumbass meme gun. The machine guns after you. Stock shotguns. Don't need. Oh, let's talk an M1014. We got the Bryson improved choke that we can hunt targets at longer shotgun ranges. The .G3P for that superior hip fire. The DF105 reflex sight for a very, very nice sight picture. The Schleger sentence for more ADS speed, and the light bolts that way you can be putting out rounds as fast as you need to be. You got 7 rounds of 12 gauge. That's how some kick to it. And it's not exactly easy to show off, but it's got a shotgun is actually rather consistent. It's just kind of hard to show off. But yeah, I'll do that. I can't really show off at that range because it won't work at that range. But this range, 1 to 2 shot when the pellets actually decide to. Shotguns in the range just seem to not work. I don't know what it is. But like this shotgun is really good. Ignore that. Next up is another dumbass gun. Actually, let me. The Breacher. Don't know what I was doing here. I don't know. I chopped the entire gun down to make like a pocket breaching shotgun. And it's not great. This is a dumbass gun. Please don't run it. Alright, let's talk the Bryson 800. First up, we got a Mossberg 590. You got the Bryson improved choke, so you got that better pellet spread and damage range. The 21-inch barrel for that even better, so you got better bullet velocity, recoil control, and you have 8 rounds to work with. The point laser sight for that better hip fire all around. The FSS watch because you're gonna have that sweet ADS speed and sprint speed, and the tactical pumps. That way you can keep firing and racking. Ignore that. Again, I don't know what it is with the shotguns and the firing range. Just not working. Can I get you in front of me? No. Okay. But yeah, this is an absolute beast right here if you give it the chance. Except we have a Serbu Super Shorty. Some of my guns I build for aesthetic purposes and they don't get all the attachments. Yeah. Bryson improved choke because you need it. We have the CQ-B barrel and then the stockless pistol grip. This is a pocket shotgun. This is something you have for speed, and this is a proper breaching shotgun here. This is what the shotgun is built for: breaching doors, and not much else. But it's funny. Next up, we have Duck Hunter. We have Duck Hunt, aka my hunting shotgun. The Bryson choke, the rifle barrel, which you should not actually put a rifle barrel shotgun unless you're gonna run slugs with it. The Apollo stock, and the Lockwood series. I made a hunting shotgun. That is what it says here. I made a hunting shotgun. If you want to feel like a duck hunter and have a lot of range for a shotgun, this is what you're gonna rock. Next to the Bryson 890 with the Mossberg 590M. The Bryson improved choke for that better damage range. The 18-inch demo firewall for even more range. The ripcord stock combined for extra speed. The tactical pump for that faster fire rate. And then your specialty here, the 12 gauge explosive slugs. I made a weird DMR thing. So it's surprisingly fun if you're willing to give it a shot and have a shotgun that is, you know, more of a precision thing. You have a fun little thing here. Up there's your frag rounds. Next up, the KV Broadside, aka the Vepr 12. The goddamn monstrosity this thing is. I built this thing to be like, it's a shotgun. It's supposed to be good for CQB, but no, it's just a fucking long boy. Okay, so you have options. We have the Wolfcall 300 because it's funny, it's cool looking, and it gives you the cleanest of recoil control. 12 shell mag as the perfect balance. I believe the capacity and you know speed. I think the 25 drum is a little overkill. The EXF backdrop grip for that great, you know, hip fire. The D20 I feel like is probably the best compromise between range, velocity, recoil control, and speed, and the Point G3P for that better hip fire. If you want, you can instead run an optic, or the Markeep stock. True Tech grips are an option, and then light bolt if that's the dashboard if you really need that. Dragon's Breath I feel like is a meme on this thing. That's it. But yeah, for a shotgun supposed to be close quarters, it's just a really freaking long boy. So have fun, clearing doors when you're just gonna go twap. But this thing is just you spam the shit out of it. That's how this thing rocks. So I might not be able to kill targets at those medium ranges, but on that close range, you are demolishing everything, as been shown by the several clips I have of this. That's it for shotguns. Let's talk one of my favorites, machine guns. The Sakin MG38, aka the Negev NG7. This one's a heavier one, but it's gonna be fun because it's gonna have a lot of recoil control, and you're gonna be able to put down shit tons of rounds with your 150 round box mag. You got this long barrel, this canted grip because it's dope, the SC Vortex 90, so you can hunt targets at longer ranges. This is something you're gonna set up with and just start rocking. Like, it's got that long ADS. It doesn't matter the range of your target, you are destroying them. Range. With this machine gun, you've got options other than speed. Yeah, there's a 150 round belt to just cause the absolute chaos with. This is a fun one if you're willing to give it a shot. That one. Next up, the 5.56 Icarus, aka the Fightlite MCR. This is my speed machine gun. You got the Dark KX30 for that better recoil control and muzzle flash. The VX Pineapple for some hip fire and some good recoil control. The OLAV laser for some more speed. 100 round box mag, and then the Sakin ZZ grip for more recoil control. This one's my lighter machine gun. Light machine gun. So it's got some more speed to it. So if you want to have a lot of firepower, but also have some speed. Yo, you see it just absolutely deleted those 3 targets. Shit up. Okay, next up, the RAAL machine gun, aka the MG338. You got the long barrel for that superior damage range. The side grip type, you control this beast's recoil. The OLAV laser for more speed. The 4x optics so you can see those targets. And the ride stock to balance out the weight of this beast. Targets gone. Open. Shut. And you're ready to rock. Next up, the RPK, we have the PM MD64, which this thing is actually based off of. This is my more of aesthetic build, but I really like it. The lock shot for, you know, that better recoil control. The incendiary munitions to really F some people up. And the true tech grips that balance out from this weight of this beast. Got 75 rounds of that incendiary 7.62x39. Alright, this video randomly cuts up to make it into 2 parts. So, like 40 minutes. Okay, next up we have Tough. This is my proper RPK build. You got the TAQ 597 barrel for all of that, you know. Got all that damage rate to bullet velocity. The Hex 40 grip to help fight that recoil. 100 round drums, so you can keep spraying. The Kazan Hollow for a much cleaner sight picture. And the hardtack stock, so that way you've got some more speed and recoil. Barely freaking moving. Keep holding down the trigger. Targets are gone. An absolute beast here. Next up, the last machine, we've got the RAAL aka the HK21. You got the 16-inch barrel for a maximum in that damage range. The 8-point flash hider for that better recoil control, and so you can see your targets better. The BO52 grip for the aiming stability and all that recoil control. The 100-round box or 100-round belts, so that way you've got all the ammo you could ever need, and the Schläger 3.4 times, so that we can hunt targets at that medium range. This is probably my favorite machine gun I've built. Might have a bit of a longer ADS speed, but you've got pretty solid recoil control that will really high the fire, and are able to demolish those targets at any range. Chunk. Next up, let's talk marksman rifles, which I actually have very many going. Start with the LMS, aka the SR9TC, with a Polifire S, keep off their radar. The demo M44 for that better stability. The 7.62 high velocity, so you can keep hunting targets even if they're moving. The 1mm PEC for better stability, and the Lachmann Impact 9, so you can be hunting those targets. Pop. Watching Heathens drop. You can also spam the shadow thing in emergencies for closer range. This is something you're really meant to take your time with and be slow. But if they're in close range, you can spam this stuff out. You can spam it and try and get those shots down, or that shot. Yeah. Actually, a really nice marksman rifle here. 10 rounds and a 5-round mag. Don't ask me how we're doing it. This is pure magic here. Next up, the Lockwood Mk2, aka a Marlin 336, which actually shouldn't be a .570. It should be an 330 carbine, or 3030 carbine. Like a .570. The 22.5 EXF Alamo sacrifices, you know, rounds in the chamber for its sweet bullet velocity and integral suppression. The 7mm laser for that fast stability. The Crow 0P optics, you can hunt those targets. The bullseye stock for that better speed, and the longhorn lever, so you can put out those 4 rounds quickly. This one's kind of a high risk, high reward. If you can hit your shots, this thing is your absolute beast. If you can't, you're gonna struggle. Yeah, if you that. But yeah, this thing is a fun little western piece if you're willing to give it a shot. Got the TAQ-M, aka the Scar 20S 6.5 Creedmoor. Because you got 15 rounds of 6.5 Creedmoor here with that high velocity, so you're able to hunt targets even at the furthest of ranges. Commanded foregrip for that better control. the ergo grip, so that way shots are always stable, and the thermal optics, so that way you can hunt targets even if they're hiding behind smoke. This one's a fun one, and probably one of my favorites I've built. It pops. You can spam shots, or, just pop one straight to the dome. And if you need to hunt at close range, you have the option. This is a fun one here. Next up, the Tempest Torrent, aka the SR-25. You have what's actually a 14-inch barrel, but it comes with this dope-ass suppressor for that. That's a really long suppressor. Like I gotta say, that is a foot-long suppressor probably there. So you've got that bullet velocity, damage range, and that sound suppression. The X10 Nexus grip for that better stability and recoil control. The Schlager night view. This way you've got, so you can see targets even in the darkest of night, hiding in shadows. Doesn't matter, you can see them. The PS is a heavy stock for that superior aim speed and recoil control, and the X10 grip to give you a bit more speed. Absolutely, will delete targets, one to the face or two to the chest. Absolute beast here you have, and I feel like you should give it a shot. And I think you should try all of them, or most of them at least. Let's talk snipers. First up with the MCPR-300, aka the Barrett MRAT. The 19-inch silent fire barrel, so you got that better bullet velocity, recoil control, and that sound suppression. Cornerstone biopod to make the stablest of shots. The Signal 58X scope, so you can hunt targets at long and even longer range. The Chrome line stock for superior stability, and the smooth bullets, so you can put up those follow-up shots. This thing is a really fun sniper. And I'll still one shot to the chest. Let's see about what about limbs here? Arm. It will. Leg. No. What about crotch? Yep. Yeah. Shot to the arm will still absolutely kill him. Baby, in 300 Win Mag. Next is the Victus XMR, aka the AW50. This is your long range boy, with the 33.5-inch barrel for all the damage range in the world. Cornerstone bible for stable shots. 50 cal explosive to guarantee that kill. The FTAC home line for that better stability, and the Raptor FVM40 sight, so that you can always hit that shot. This is your long range boy. This says, I am hunting targets at the most extreme of range. And you can demolish them. If you're willing to sacrifice speed, you have a very, very powerful rifle right here. Oh, this thing's a beaut. Next to the Signal 50 AK, the GM6 Link. Wait a minute, hang on, I almost missed the gun. Meet speed. This is your quick scoping one. This is your I want to be in phase. Low. The anti-sights this thing are funky, but you really just don't think of the rear sight, think of all about the front sight. All I can say. Because their sights aren't even aligned! Don't even think of all of the rear sight, it's just blocking your sight. Because in reality, that picture, I am What the hell? How am I hitting shots? My dying hits are completely misaligned. What the hell? Look at the 50 GM6 links. You got the 29-inch barrel, so you have all that velocity and damage range. The fire compensator for follow-up shots. The X10 stable shot, so that way you're always stable with your shots. I know, redundant. The heat source 800, so you can always see that target. And the FSS Echo stock for that superior recoil control and aiming stability. Best limb shots. See, where all can I still one-shot my target? Chest? You know it. Arms? Yeah. Leg? No. Crotch? Yup. Absolute beast right here. A lot of people have not been really liking this one, but if you're willing to give it a shot, I think something like this might work for you. Next up, the SPX-80, aka the Remington M20 Enhanced Sniper Rifle. This one's my faster of my rifles. Nilsan 90 for that better damage range. We're chopping our barrels to only 18.5 inches, so you got some better ADS speed. The Luca Field 6 sight allow you to hunt targets at, at night, medium, and long range. The Max DMR precision stock for, max precision. And the FSS SD87 bolt for them follow-up shots. This was a fun one. I actually had a lot of fun with this sniper. And it's probably the meta of all the snipers. So yeah, try out this build for it. See if it works for you. Okay, I've got 8 minutes. Holy shit, this is an hour-long video. Okay, let's talk handguns. Talk handguns. Starting up with the P890, aka the SIG P220 Elite. We're rocking the FT steel fire for that superior damage range and bullet velocity, and to keep ourselves off radar. The MG80 triggers to add some stability and for some fire rate. The 7-ton pistol laser to make sure your shots are stable. The Slimline Pro for the cleanest of optics. And the Bruin R-80 so we can whip this thing out. That sounds really suggestive. The 8 rounds of 45 ACP. And it's got 2 tap to the head. I don't know, the fast draw just doesn't work in range. But yeah, very nice handgun here. Really nice. We got the Pocket Vipers with the cottonmouth barrel, akimbo, the express trigger for all that fire rate, the 1 milliwatt laser, and the 12-round mags. This is your meta. Dumb shit like that. Next up, the X12, aka the Glock 17 MOS. You got the CN30 suppressor for that bullet velocity, recoil control, and sound suppression. The TR9 trigger for that fire rate, while also keeping yourself pretty stable. The Sigma 4 optic for that very, very clean sight picture. The pistol stock for you have got all that recoil control and aiming stability. And the Lima 6 fast draw. $17 rounds of 9x19 para. Barely frickin' moves. You have a pocket DMR here almost. Doesn't matter the range. You can just demolish targets. Next up, we've got the Gaboons, which are my akimbo and sidewinder for that range. The 1 milliwatt laser sight for getting all that hip fire. The lightning fire trigger for all that speed. You need a 33 mag and akimbo. Very good pair of Chimeras. I have brought down multiple VTOLs to this thing. Okay, we're approaching at 5 minutes left. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, Basilisk, aka the Smith & Wesson 500. We've got the flash hider for that, so you can see your target always. The match grade trigger for you to know that trigger response, idle stability, and fire rate. The Carnivora barrel for that bullet velocity recoil control, and the LZR 90 for that ADS speed. And you've got the R099 grip for getting more speed. Bang, bang. Absolute beast right here. 500 Smith & Wesson is no joke. Okay, we got the Hunter. This is your pocket sniper. Yeah, I'm going to, because I'm running out of time here. I'm just going to show you all of the shit and not explain it. It's true self-explanatory. This is your pocket sniper. Okay, next up we've got Twin Snakes. These are your meta snake shot pistols to, you know, bastardize lobbies and get people pissed at you. They're not as consistent as the old snake shots, but they're still funny. Next up is probably the last drunk gun you're gonna see: the Pocket Surprise, the Snub Barrel, the Grip Laser, the Reflex Sight, the R09 Grip, and French. Well, this one is your concealed carry, quick to whip the shit out and demolish target. Okay, and then last but not least, the arsenal, the X13 Auto, aka the Glock 18. You're rocking that input carbine conversion kit, because you get expanded gunsmithing and that recoil control. The Venture compensator for that superior recoil control. 33 round mag. The Corvus downrange optic, because it's a very clean sight picture. And the Coach Whip stock again for all of that recoil control. It lacks in, you know, damage per bullet. It makes up in pure rate of fire. This is a close range exclusive gun, but it rocks. And last but not least, the Hornets. These are your Akimbo Glock 18s, because fuck everyone. And that is every single gun in my arsenal. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a much longer one than normal, but here, yeah, there's a bunch of fun guns for you to try out. Like, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you in the next one.